Welcome back, guys, to another video. In this video we're going to be going over macros and the role they play. A lot of people don't understand what macros are, and I've made a lot of videos on macros, but people don't get them. So this video is going to be a lot simpler, a lot lower level, dumb it down a little bit so you guys can understand what macros are, how to use them, how you can organize your diet around them so you have the best time possible. So without further ado, let's get into the video.
Alright guys, so this video is by someone called Adams Explains. Credit goes to this guy. I took a quick 30-second overlook through his video. We skimmed through it, so I don't know 100% what he's saying. I can give my own opinions on it. But from what I can see, this guy has a pretty well formatted video on macros, and we'll be going over it. And I'll be giving some more in-depth info while he goes over the basics. So, without further ado, let's get into the video.
Welcome to Adam Explains, where I break down tough topics and give you the facts. Before we begin, if I could take this time to request that you like, comment,
Go
and
subscribe to this guy.
Without further ado,
Check all his videos out.
Macronutrients are nutrients that are required in large quantities as part of our diet. The three macronutrients required by humans are carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. Energy is
different
provided
from
by each macronutrient in the form of calories. The approximate amount of calories each macronutrient
9 for
provides
fats,
per gram
4
is as
for
follows.
carbohydrates, and 4
Carbohydrates,
for
4
protein.
calories per gram, proteins, 4 calories per gram, and fats, 9 calories per gram.
Yep.
Carbohydrates. A carbohydrate is a biomolecule that is made of carbon, oxygen, and hydrogen atoms. The hydrogen and oxygen atoms
Carbohydrates are used for quick energy,
with a few exceptions, which may explain the significant weight loss of water weight
so
on low-carb diets such as the ketogenic diet within the first few weeks.
Help you store water
Technically
too.
speaking, carbohydrates are the hydrates of carbon, hence the name. The term carbohydrate is synonymous with saccharide, a group that includes cellulose, sugar, and starch.
Because sugars in
split
general
into 4 main groups: monosaccharides,
are just
disaccharides,
carbs.
oligosaccharides, and polysaccharides.
Monosaccharides
and disaccharides are
Sugars.
commonly referred to as sugars, and
Very
they are
true.
usually recognizable by names with the suffix
Stuff
-ose.
that you see
For example,
in maple
glucose.
syrup, honey,
Oligosaccharides and
brown
polysaccharides
sugar,
are typically
regular
polymers of
granulated
simple
sugar.
sugars like monosaccharides, the amount of which is between 3 to 10 monosaccharides for oligosaccharides and over 10 monosaccharides for polysaccharides. Polysaccharides are what make up your glycogen.
Glycogen, this is the most important one.
In your muscles and liver.
Polysaccharides.
Proteins are
We need glycogen for
macromolecules,
quick energy.
aka large biomolecules made up of one or more long chains of amino acid residues.
These are
A
important for
protein
building
is made
muscle.
up of at least one long polypeptide, a
We
linear
want
chain of
0.7
amino
grams
acid
or
residues.
to 1
Short
gram
polypeptides
of
containing less than
per
20
pound
to
of body
30
weight
residues are
of
considered
protein. So
as
we want loads of
peptides
this stuff.
or
This is the
oligopeptides,
best.
and not as proteins. Once a protein is formed, it will exist for a period of time, ranging from minutes to years, but most proteins in human cells last around about 1 to 2 days, before
Not very
becoming
important in
degraded
general
and ultimately
for
recycled
muscle
through
building.
a process known as protein turnover. Many proteins act as enzymes
Not
that catalyze
important.
biochemical reactions.
Protein
As such,
is
they're
made out of
incredibly important
over
to
20
metabolism. In humans, proteins are fundamental
different
in the diet to
possible
provide the essential
amino acids,
that cannot be
9
otherwise
essential amino
synthesized from
acids.
within the body itself. Protein is commonly known for its role in the growth and repair of our bodies, and those looking to build muscle mass often favour higher amounts of proteins in their diet for this very
important.
reason. Fats. Fats, also known as triglycerides, are all esters of the alcohol, glycerol, and fatty acid chains. Fats in the wider sense are commonly synonymous and placed under the broad umbrella of lipids. However, in the stricter sense,
This is why
fats
people
are
always
lipids that are
have to
solid
watch
at
out
room
their fat
temperature,
levels
whereas oils
when
are
they
lipids
have
that
a
are
high
liquid
LDL.
at room temperature. Whilst fats have been overly demonized, fats undertake structural and metabolic functions.
Very
and as such,
necessary.
they are a necessary part of the human diet. This is due to the fact that
And
some
we use
essential
them
fatty acids
for
are not
long-term
synthesized by the
energy,
human
so
body,
like
so
for
consumption
running
is
long
important.
distances or doing
Fat-soluble
endurance
vitamins such as
based
A, D, E, and K can only be
workouts.
digested,
We
absorbed, and
need some
transported
fats.
in conjunction with fats. Fats play
Once we
a
run out of
fundamental
carbohydrates,
role
we
in
start to
promoting
burn on
healthy cell
fats.
function, protecting organs against shock, maintaining body temperature,
also
and
true.
maintaining healthy
All
skin
those
and
things
hair.
are true.
Fats tend to be described based on their length. SCFA, short-chain fatty acids, MCFA, medium-chain fatty acids, LCFA, long-chain fatty acids, VLCFA, very long-chain fatty acids. That being said, most fats in the
You don't
food that
really
we
know
eat are
about
made
that.
up of medium-chain fatty acids and long-chain fatty acids, whether the source is vegetable or animal in nature. Fats and oils are categorized dependent on their molecular structure, in particular the number of bonding carbon atoms.
And all those
Saturated
can be used
fats
for cooking.
have no double bonds
General,
between
when I
the
recommend
carbons
cooking,
or
I
chain,
recommend you use
whereas
fats. It
unsaturated fats
decreases the
have
amount
one
of
or more double bonds
calories
between the
in your
carbon
food, since
atoms.
oils
Those with multiple double
get
carbon
absorbed
bonds
into
are
most
referred
foods.
to as
Fats are a lot harder
polyunsaturated
for the
fats.
foods to absorb, so in
Unsaturated
general,
fats can be split into
they're
cis
healthier.
fats and
It's
trans
just better to
fats,
use
the latter
fats in
of which
general, I'd
is
say, to
very
cook your
rare in
food.
nature. Studies tend to favour cis
Plus, they
unsaturated
taste better.
fats over saturated fats in regards to cardiovascular health, with Hooper et al. In 2015 stating lifestyle advice to all those at risk of cardiovascular disease and to lower risk population groups should continue to include permanent reduction of dietary saturated fats and partial replacement by unsaturated fats.
And trans
It
fats
should
are
be
also
stressed
very
that
important.
this is cis unsaturated fats because trans fat, a form of unsaturated fat, has been found to increase the risk of cardiovascular disease.
Very
That being
dangerous.
said, science wouldn't be science without its contradictions. Despite Hooper et al.'s findings in 2015, an article published in the British Medical Journal in 2016 found that dietary saturated fat was of no consequence to the health of one's heart. Despite popular belief amongst doctors and the public, the conceptual model of dietary saturated fats
Everything
clogging a
in
pint
moderation
just
is
plain
good for you.
wrong. A
As long as you don't have
systemic review and meta-analysis
very,
of
very high
observational
amounts of
studies
whatever food
showed
you're
no
eating.
association
It shouldn't
between
really do any
saturated fat
damage to you.
consumption and
Shouldn't
all-cause
have any
mortality,
negative effects.
coronary heart disease mortality, ischemic stroke, or type 2 diabetes in healthy adults. Similarly, in the secondary prevention of coronary heart disease, there is no benefit from reducing fat, including saturated fat, on myocardial infarction, cardiovascular, or all-cause mortality. So as you can see, the healthiness or unhealthiness of fats is still somewhat up for debate amongst the scientific literature.
In general,
When
it's
you
unhealthy to eat a
consume
lot,
more calories
and a lot
than
of
you
people eat
need,
a lot,
your body
so
will store the excess energy in your
that's the
fat
danger.
cells, which are also known
Proteins are
as
the
your
really the
adipose
best one
tissue.
because you can
So
eat
there you
lots
have
of
it, the main
proteins.
human macronutrients.
In general, it's hard to get fat
carbohydrates,
off. It's
protein,
pretty much
and
impossible
fats.
to get fat eating pure proteins.
Thanks very much for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, share.
Go check out Adams Explains. Love this guy's videos. Not just on macros, other stuff. Like you can see here, logical fallacies. Just a smart guy. And I love listening to smart guys, smart people, smart girls, smart everyone. I think you learn stuff out of it. It's very important to educate yourself on a broad spectrum of topics. So, love this guy. Go check him out. Like, comment, subscribe to him, to me. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.